Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J spot, replacing your G spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, John. Hold on, get ready to enter the J spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo!
That was special.
You have entered the J spot where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexist, simpler E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how's it going?
It's going wonderful.
Good. You are looking just like a ray of sunshine. You know, I need that type of sunshine and energy in my life on today. So, yes, I thank you for being that ray. Woo!
I am the sunshine of your life. Yeah.
I don't know. See, I'm a good improviser. We weren't going country.
No,
Was it gospel?
no, that was golly, that was Stevie Wonder.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wonder. I'm a big fan, though.
Hey,
but guys,
LaWan.
listen, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye. For all three. You all, tonight's show is being brought to you by our sponsors, 2 Level Up LLC. They are a 2-bedroom, gorgeous, luxurious condo right next to the United Center, you all. So definitely do me a favor, go to their page, check it out, share it. Listen, we are getting a lot of great feedback from people that have stayed there. So definitely, if you want to see what the buzz is about, definitely click the link in the feed. 2 Level Up LLC. Use reference code J, and that's JAYE. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. You all, he has his spring line out. Very nice t-shirts. Listen, I'm gonna come in here with mine ripped up. I think I'm gonna have a rip right around the boobies because I'm about to get loose this year. So, we can go outside now. Now you can see what people, the mutants, people that have been hiding behind these masks for the 2 years. So, you know how they come try to talk to you in public and everybody got their mask on. Now they revealing who them.
Like,
I don't mean to be rude, but listen, you don't come. Look now. Look, I mean well most of the time. But listen, don't come. Listen, especially if it's early in the morning and I'm in one of my favorite coffee chains getting some coffee and you come, you don't recognize. Whoa, flag on the play. Okay, that's all I'm going to say is, listen, I don't mean no harm. Okay, I don't mean you no harm, but you cannot be coming up on people like that and then pull the mask down. No, pull it low. Pull it up. You were fine with it right here. Matter of fact, take it a little bit higher, and you good.
Well, I had somebody try to talk to me when the quarantine first hit, right? And I was going to a store to get some lumber, and I had everybody had the mask on, so all you can see is the eyes. And he's looking. He's like, "Hi, what's your name, dude? I don't even know what you look like. I could pull this mask off and have a whole gator mouth and stuff. Like, are you serious? Is it that deep?"
Let me tell you, now that the unveiling is taking place, let me tell you something. The struggle is real. Okay, all these love connections and these Zoom relationships and all of this other stuff, this too shall pass. So that's all I'm gonna say is this too shall pass. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you all, again, you got to give people a minute, especially now if you know that you are just not, we're not gonna call nobody ugly. We're not gonna do that. But if you a little challenged on the eyes, then you got to ease into people, because you got to let people get to know you and your personality. Because listen, y'all done used all these filters on social media, and so now when people really see you, they don't know who you are, and that goes for both men and women. So all I'm saying is, I'm asking for a little grace on tonight. So I'm asking you all, please, okay, because I struggle. I promise y'all, on so many levels, I struggle. So can y'all give me just a little bit of grace? Yeah. But guys, listen, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, you all, thank you for all the birthday wishes that you guys sent out to my son. But you know what, you all, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Can y'all let my son know that I'm not 22? Please, can y'all let him know? 22. Because the things that he's interested in, see, he's a thrill seeker. And I'm really trying to figure out. Now, you all, when I say what I'm going to say this in love. And, my son, he's going to, he always shakes. He knows who I am. So trust me, he knows what's going on. But, I think he got some pink in his blood, some pink folks, because the things that he want to do, I'm just like... We, us brown.
It's the young people that do it. It's not even the color thing. It's the young people.
Listen, no, he wants to go white water rafting.
I'm telling you, it's the young people.
Well, listen.
And I even had a friend that's in our age group. Well, she's like probably 4 years younger than me. She went white water rafting in Colorado.
I'm not about that. So listen.
You can do that. We're going to do that.
The devil. You see, listen, you all. So we went down to get on the building. The building tilted over. Let me tell you all, I nearly did not make it. First of all, I didn't want to do it, but I did it because I gave my word. And I said, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to be a chicken, even though I don't care about people calling me a chicken, because here's the deal. I know that I'm a chicken. I know that I'm scary. I know that I'm a punk. I know that I am all of the above. And you all, let me tell you something. This is how I sleep very well at night, knowing that I'm a chicken, knowing that I'm the scariest thing. So we get on this thing. Have you ever been on it? The thing, the world, it's just like it tilts the window. It tilts all the way over. So you're thousands of feet up in the air, and then the thing tilts over. I say, now I know good and doggone well, you don't think I'm going to open my eyes and keep my eyes. First of all, it was hard enough just getting me up there.
You couldn't do that. See, you needed a cookie.
So, girl, please, I would have been a cookie so it can magnify Lord, they would have been coming for me like this. I would have been walking out.
That's right,
They would have been coming right there with me for the jacket. That's exactly what would have been happening had I been up there talking about some cookie. Or
Dion said he loved him for being different. I know that's right. And LaJuan said, try it. It's real. It's fun.
I did try it and I almost didn't make it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the only reason why I am here today is because, okay, now listen, I could be punked out by the 20-year-olds, but I felt like I cannot be punked out by a 9 or 10-year-old. So the kid that was standing next to me, like they're holding on. Now, I don't care how brave they are. I wasn't opening my eyes, but I know the little kid was standing right next to me. And I'm like, the kid didn't flinch, didn't make a sound. Now here I am like, doing all this. The kid didn't say nothing. So once the ride was over, let me tell y'all how dumb and how scared I was. You all, that was not a kid. It was a midget. The person that it was not a little person, a midget, whatever, half-sized person, the junior people, like the smaller stature people. That's what it was that was said. She was that, and she was not a younger one. When I looked in her face, I was like, whoa, I'm like, wait a minute. How come I didn't know that you was an older? You all, the whole experience just totally blew my mind. So do me a favor, you all. Please just tell my son that his mother ain't, she not about that life like she used to be, and please
No.
charge it to my head and not to my heart. So, guys, listen, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. We have a lot of great topics, hot topics to get into. As usual, you all do not let us down. You all never, ever fail. And thank you so much. Listen, thank you to all the 30,000 plus people that are rocking with us in Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay.
Yay!
Woo! We finally got, listen, they keep us in Facebook jail and restricted so doggone much. We should have been hit it. But anywho, thank you all for rocking with us and supporting us. And we just appreciate you all for participating. Now, listen.
Oh, wait,
Go ahead.
wait. I got to say happy birthday to Deborah
Happy birthday.
Anthony. She made, I believe, 50, 51, 50 today. One of the two. Don't kill me, Deborah, but happy birthday. So that's all I have.
Happy birthday. Hey, Lady A. Barnes, how you doing? Hey, Justin. He said, oh, our old has been taught to be cowards. You know what, Justin? I'm okay with being a coward. Listen, you can call it whatever you like. I'm going to sleep well at night. So listen, our first hot topic, let me tell y'all. Okay. So first scenario, the baby daddy, and this is the way the question read, so I'm going to read it and I'm going to repeat it how it was written. So the baby daddy is paying the rent for the baby mama. And he says that he does not want any men coming over to the house, especially spending the night, even though they are not together. Is he wrong for putting that stipulation out there? Is he wrong for saying, listen, I pay this rent over here. I don't want no other dude coming over here spending the night. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I don't want nobody else, no man spending the night over here because I'm paying these bills. Does he have a right to say that?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, yeah. El Genius says hell, oh hell. But he does. I mean, if you don't want to, that's like being in your parents' house. And your parents pay all the bills there, whatever, and you lay your head there. And your parents have the right to say, nobody is allowed in my house. And either you can accept it or you can leave the house and get your own.
But I mean, now, isn't it technically the house for his kids? So how are you dictating?
Then don't let him, then have him pay you child support for his children and call it a day. But if you've accepted, okay, well, he's paying all the bills. You think he should be taking care of now another grown man too? That nah, unless you got a good fool.
You all, if you want to chime in, it's 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. The baby daddy is paying the baby mama's rent. And he says, listen, you can't have not damn dude up in here. I don't care if we are together. I done moved on and I got my whole life. I got my whole girl over here, but you better not have nobody coming over here, and especially trying to spend the night. Nobody is coming in here. E, you're saying he has a right to say that. Well, my thing is this. Why are you concerned about what she's doing in her place?
It ain't her place, because if it was her place, he wouldn't paying all the bills for it. It's his place.
Her name is on it.
And he's paying all the hit. Clearly, her name probably ain't on it. No. Change all that, because if he's laying it down like that, the law down like that, then 9 times out of 10, her name is probably not on it.
Sir, you have your own place of residence. I'm trying to figure out why you are trying to be call the shots and be, have this dictatorship going on over here at this woman's place of residence. That's all I'm trying to figure out. So, like
I said, okay. So, I mean, you have a child. So it's cool for your son to come in your house and, take his clothes off wherever he chooses. Bring his day. If he has a girlfriend, even if he don't have a girlfriend, he just got some people that he just sleep with. Mm-hmm. Bring them over your house and screw in your house wherever he chooses, even in your bedroom. Mm-hmm. And you pay all the why? But you pay the bills
because I'm the mother. And that's a different setup. I'm the mother. When they told you when you grown, you got your own. So he's grown. He got to get his own. You ain't finna be
so that woman who is in this house, who he foots the children's father foots all
Those
the
are two
bills.
different
It
relationships.
is not. It's the same thing.
Those are two different
Because I be
relationships.
damned. That's like if I decided, okay, say I make the most money, I'm a millionaire or whatever, and my ex is which is would never happen, but he's taking care of the children and I'm living my life, whatever. Then do I have the right to tell him, listen, I pay that bill at that house that you living in, and everything that you do, that's mine. So don't bring no chick at my house because that's my house.
See, but again, I would feel like, why are you worried about
Because
what
it's my
they're
house.
as an adult? Now, if it's really legitly my house, like, okay, this is my house with the deed on it. This is my house. I don't want nobody else. But again, once you let a grown person stay in there and we're not together, why are you trying to dictate what I'm doing?
It's
because
mine.
I'm in a situation where I may possibly need some help. So we hate.
Well, then if you're in a situation that you may possibly need some help, then you gonna want to abide by my rules. Period.
Hey, pretty Barbie, how you doing? Lady A, she's saying, does he have the privilege to stay overnight? Lawan is saying, yes, he's wrong. If you're not there and she's not your lady, somebody's coming anyway. And that's
then
the whole part that I'm trying to figure out.
I wouldn't
like,
be footing the bill. I mean, I get that your children. It's one thing if then don't have him take care of you and these children and stuff. Have him take care. Listen, I just want to take care of my babies. We can do joint custody upon this. This is what's I'll pay half, whatever, and that's that. But if you got him paying everything, if you're paying everything, yeah, you can call the shots because you're paying everything.
See, this is why it's so important for you to have your own ish so that you don't have nobody just like this.
Right.
This is a prime example of the type of ish
pretty Barbie
that you need to deal with and have your stuff situated, because you don't want to have nobody trying to call the shots on you. I'm good and grown. The last time I checked, I'm good and grown, and I don't need
if you need him to
to
cover all the bills.
You done already gave a whole lot of dictation, and then
and
you
took
left.
all of it, and you took all it and enjoyed it. And
probably was a good little piece.
See,
guys, we have a phone call. Thank you so much for calling in. This is Jay. State your name and where you're calling from.
This is Capricorn's Cage 80.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you ladies doing?
Listen, if you're not paying, if you're not calling in and saying, Jay, I'm gonna pay her rent and she cool, I don't even want to talk to you. Now, what you got to say, L Genius?
Because see, there we go. See, it's always the double J standard or nothing. I see. I tell you, but no, Jay, seriously, come on now. If he fronting the bills and she got her, her little side piece of dip or whatever, coming over there spending the night, how does that look to the kid? She's thinking of her own sexual pleasures. She's not thinking about the child. So if you're going to do that, give me full custody of my kid.
Hold the fudge brownie up. Hold up. So here's the tripped out part. Dudes don't have a problem with going over and smashing a single mother, but now all of a sudden you worried about what your kid would think. You ain't worried about Lucretia's kid that you over there smashing and tearing up her headboard, but now you worried about what's going on over here with your kid.
That's what simps do. See, again, that's what simps do.
Well, it's a whole bunch of them out here. They got all these different baby mamas and different baby daddies. Now listen, make it make sense. These folks is smashing and dashing. They don't care if little Ray up in there. They don't care if little Princess is up in there. Listen, they are getting it in. The only reason why it's a problem is because he is paying her rent. Why is he worried about that? He at home getting his off. Oh, baby. He over there getting it in, right? But she can't get it in.
So wait. So by your logic, she could do what she want to do, but he can't. He can't do. He can't have no say on who come over there or who she bring in front of his kid.
Why should he? No. That was not his point. His point was because he's paying the bills. He ain't mentioned nothing about bringing them in front of his kids. That was not the point. The point was because he was paying the rent. That's why he didn't want anybody over there. He didn't mention nothing about the kid, which is why I'm like, why are you up in this woman's business?
Did he post it or did she post it?
I don't know.
You know.
No, I don't. It was
she
you
posted.
You do know.
So
No, I
she
don't.
posted because it's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. Now, I can say, well, he's just concerned about, the who I'm sleeping with, whatever, but in his side, he can say, well, I'm concerned about, her bringing, another man around my children, and I want my children to see this. But the truth may be both of that. Who you sleeping with around my children, and then just the safety of it. I mean, and then two, if it's a dude, why you got to screw up my house?
But
why don't you take me to listen? And we're together. My ex-husband, whomever, my children's father, he pays all these bills at my house. So I'm gonna tell you like this: we ain't screwing at my house. Period.
But
now, if we want to be together, we can go to your house and do this, woo. Now, if he got a problem with that, then you ain't the one for me. But I have to respect the fact that, he's covering everything. And if you have an issue with that, then you cover everything. And we can screw all the live long day at my house, in the yard, on the roof.
But the reality of it is single mothers that are paying their own bills. Now you ain't worried about who coming over there around your kids because you're not footing her bills. But the moment you start footing the rent, now you care about who around your kids. Be all in or just sit back on the sideline and be cool. And
that door swings both ways too, Jay. That door swings both ways also.
How does it swing both ways? Because I thought you just pushing it open. Tell me the other way it swing.
Again, give me custody of my kid, and you do what the hell you want to do.
But he's not asking for custody of his kids. He's trying to dictate how she lives her life because he's paying her rent.
Well, that ain't. Oh, well, see that. Oh, I thought this. Oh.
But but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. You can dictate. It's not you dictating my life, and you can. And if I want to play that game with you, because she knew what she was getting involved in when the dude said, I'm gonna cover all the bills and everything. I just want to make sure that my children are taken care of. So that's like a trick right there. You gonna cover everything, and then I would ask him. So you don't have a problem with me having Johnny over here at my house while you covered everything? No, you cool. Now see, but no, she didn't ask that question because she already know the answer to that question is hell no. I got a problem with you and Johnny sleeping in the bed and underneath a roof that I'm paying for.
Yes, cotton out that mattress.
So you can't do that. If you want to
out of that mattress.
So this is just a matter of dictatorship.
It's a matter of dealing with a simp.
To me, that's what it is. He's trying to control what she's doing because he's paying a little rent. But here's the deal. Moral of the story is have your own stuff. Take care of your own stuff so that nobody can tell you how to live your grown life. And again, should people be bringing all these people into their houses, single and they got kids? No. But let's be honest, we all know that that's what's going down. Oh, your kids ain't finna stop you. The same thing goes for, okay, well, why is it such a big issue? Dude coming over, but now you get mad if dude come over and don't bring nothing for the kids to eat. So let's not act like these dudes ain't coming over and they not sitting up here getting with the single mothers. That's why they think, hey, that's why I don't
Well, that's a whole other topic for another discussion. That's a whole other topic for another day.
But Jay, you feel that he should. But so you feel that he should be able to tell her who can spend the night and who should not. What's your thoughts on that?
If you just said that the kid is not even mentioned, so basically this is just like you said, this is just smash and grab.
Right, and the thing is, he's not even the baby. So let me just recap. So the baby daddy, he's paying his baby mother's rent, and he says that he does not want any other man coming to the house or spending the night at the house, and he's not even messing with her. So they're not even messing around. But this is what he's expecting. He does not want her messing around with anybody, bringing them to the house or letting them spend the night. But they're not together anymore. So he's moved on and he's living his life. So my thing is, why can't she live her life? Why are you trying to dictate what it is that she's doing? I can understand if you have a concern from the standpoint of bringing different people around your kids, but the same would go for him if he's trying to take the kid to his house and he got a chick there. So you got different people coming around the kids anyway. So let's not make it seem like that's the big issue, why he don't want nobody there. He just trying to be controlling. That's how I feel. But what you feel?
Is that what? Well, since you put it that way, yeah, I can understand because again,
see, LG is we are friends.
That's just because LG just got a crush on you.
But wait a minute, E. But that's because that's because children aren't involved. That's why. Because ain't nobody concerned about the kids.
If there were no children there, and he's just covering my bills and everything else, then at the end of the day, he's still, she's an idiot because I'm not about to sit up here and tell you, okay, you might as well just go ahead and put a security camera system in the house too, because I'm gonna screw in the house that I lay my head in. And I'll probably make a video just for you so you can see me screw this dude in the bed that you paid for.
He over there getting it in his place, but she got to sit up there and just, become a nun because he paying her rent. Get your own stuff, you are. But LG, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate you, and thank you for supporting us.
Ladies, you are the absolute best. Peace and love to both of y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend. I'm about to go watch some college hoops.
Likewise, thank you so much. Guys, listen. So we got Michael Simmons. Hey, Michael, how you doing? We miss you. Delinquent is saying, bottom line that is a form of control, narcissistic.
Yeah, I mean it is, but she clearly is entertaining it because she posted a question. So you like being controlled by some crazy man or crazy person. Period.
So again, the moral of the story is get your own ish. Pay your own way so nobody can sit up here and try to dictate to you what you should be doing. But bigger lesson to this is as well is if you need to have somebody else paying your bills, you don't have time to be trying to bring nobody else to the house. You ain't got no money.
She's single and maybe she feel like
but you ain't got no money. So you need to be focusing on, instead of focusing on how to get this dude up in here without your baby daddy finding out, you need to be trying to figure out how to get your own income. And if the dude that's coming in here ain't gonna contribute, listen, he ain't got no money on the frozen peas. He ain't got no money on the chicken breast. He ain't got only thing he got is trying to gift you a wet behind. And if you don't watch it, listen, that's gonna cost you. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. You don't want to miss it. Please stay tuned. You're listening to the J Spot. Guys, listen, this is a whole...
And no, it doesn't take a lot to please me. I like my woman loyal and stays right by my side. Oh, yeah. She my Bonnie, I'm a Clyde, and always down to ride. Oh, yeah. Let's not get it twisted. She gotta be a freak too. A woman in the street, better throw up in a bed. Ain't no limitation, but we do what grown folks do. Know how to climb on top and then she ride it like a rodeo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a true lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a true lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life, but when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's levels to choose in life. Now I can't stand the jealous side, cause I don't do the drama. Oh no, I'm a choosy. I'd rather make love to relieve that energy. Oh yeah, she gotta know exactly what love means. And when I show affection, she receives. I'm a choosy lover. Cause yeah, I got a lot to give, but I'm too grown to play the game. I don't even entertain. But please don't get it twisted. Take it to the bar. When she move her body, it just gotta turn me on. She just like a Coke bottle, like an hourglass. Thicker than a Snicker, gotta watch her when she has. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type of shot. She's saucy in bikini. Compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a choosy lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a choosy lover. I make her feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a choosy lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's levels to choose in love. Are you the one that I've been searching for? The type of girl I visioned in my dreams, babe. Are you the one that makes me happy? So happy, yeah. The one that makes my life feel so complete. Can you satisfy my sexual desires, baby? Baby, can you? And can you be the one that's always in my fantasy? Baby, can you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. Gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a choosy lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a choosy lover. I make her feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a choosy lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's levels to choose in love.
Welcome back to the
J
J Spot,
Spot.
where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. Our station.
Yes.
I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to mine, got it right there.
You got it right
We
there.
have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling sexy, simpler, awesome awesome actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten.
Lacking of sex.
You see how
I'm
I
just lacking
try
of
to lift
sex.
her up. How you doing today, sunshine?
Sexless.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I know.
She just be making
Any
these
donations
songs.
that you would like to give, we are definitely accepting offerings. So if you want to give us a love token,
Heavenly
you can
Father,
definitely send it to our
please.
PayPal at the J Spot Radio.
Please don't
You know,
have
we
Jay
are,
sing no more, Heavenly Father.
any little bit will help. But you know
Any
what?
little bit
We
will
prefer
help.
the
Just
kind
let
that
her.
you can fold up, not the kind that jingle. But if you're gonna get the kind that jingle, give enough that we got to put it on the scale to see how much it is, not the ones that you can just count it on the table. I just put that out there.
Just put it out there.
But guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, tonight's episode is being brought to you by 2 Level Up LLC. They are our sponsor. 2-bedroom luxurious condo right next to the United Center. Baby, listen, it's all these concerts coming up. You got I'm about to say Justin Bieber, all of these, the basketball games, all of these festivals.
And the world is back open, and Chicago is about to just
Chicago is popping, baby. So their
Baby.
calendar is filling up. So definitely get in now, book your stay now. Check it out. Use reference code J, and that's JAYE. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring line, very nice t-shirts. I'm gonna be rocking some. We're gonna rip them up and just have them just gonna be showing our summer bodies and stuff like. Well, you know what? I got an in between spring and fall body. So, I don't know if I'm going to get a summer body. This world is going to get whatever I give it this year. Maybe, I don't know. I may try to tighten up a little bit here and there, but we'll see how I feel about, what is this? By May, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But right now, y'all going to get this fall.
Some Daisy Dukes this summer?
No, I ain't gonna win no Daisy Dukes because see, my temper is too bad. The first old man that say,
Jay Big,
"Woo!" I like that.
Look at them Jay with them Daisy Dukes on.
No, my
I
attitude.
want you to look at Jay them Daisy Dukes.
Listen, I'm scarred from back in the
Everybody.
day going to the club. Like my friend, she know, Keisha know, like she know I am scarred from back in the day going to the club. Like, I mean, people, and the world is just much worse now. Like, the things that used to happen, I just, no, I'm scarred. So I definitely do my best to dress modestly, because if I have to stick you with some sharp, it's gonna be because you brought it on yourself, not because I was, provoking and advertising too much. So just know this, I will stick you with some sharp. Just know this. LaWan, don't say nothing to me as far as, you want to shoot people and you want to stick them and stab them. If you don't touch me, I won't touch you. But guys, listen, our next hot topic, okay? And this, this is crazy. So the situation is this, and you all let me know what you think about this. If you want to chime in, call us 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. So the topic is, my boyfriend pays our rent and bills. He has no idea I'm the landlord. What are your thoughts on that? Is she wrong? So her and her boyfriend, they live together. He's paying everything. But baby, she the landlord. So he paying the rent. He's paying her mortgage. He's thinking he's just paying the rent. He's paying her mortgage. Is she wrong for this? What are your thoughts on this? He's paying the bills. He has no idea that she owns the place.
Transformers.
Is she wrong for that? What are your thoughts on that?
Wrong as hell. I'm sorry. I mean, you just like, that's like you stealing from him. Why start out this relationship and now he's living there with you, whatever? Why you don't just say, listen, this is my house and this is the mortgage. You want to move in? I need you to cover the mortgage. You need to cover the mortgage. I mean, just be real. Why we had to play these little high school games? That's kind of, it makes men, look at you cross-eyed and and continue to play games with you, because you can't be woman enough to just be like, this, I own this, and either we can move in together, but this is what you need to do, in order to get up into this house. And if he say, okay, bet I can do that, or if he say, no, I don't want to do that, okay, then fine, then you stay right there, and I'm gonna stay right here. We might can still date one another, whatever, that's fine, but you can't stay your behind up in this house. If I got to pay this bills by myself, then no, I'm good on that.
So I thought about it from a couple of different angles. So my first thought was, so if does it really matter if she's the landlord or not? If he's paying the mortgage, if he's paying the bills, does it matter if she is the landlord or not? Does it matter if he's paying it, if he was paying it anyway?
It matters if you didn't tell me. That's where it matters, that you basically lied to me and ran game on me. And why? If we in this relationship, when you get to a point where y'all are living in the house together, then that's just like, the next step before marriage or whatever you want to call it. Y'all are cohabitating. So why we got to lie like this?
Michael is saying that's some bull junkie. If that was reversed, she would be mad as heck. Straight game, playing bull. You know what? And I definitely agree. And here's the deal. Like, not only is it's some bull junkie, but it's like, it's a dangerous game to play, simply because you trying to get over on somebody. Exactly. And it's just like, I mean, I know that, some people could look at it like, because I know a lot of people was looking at it like, okay, well, what's the big deal? He paying for it anyway. It's like, why does it matter? Because she didn't tell him. She
just been upfront with it. Like, come on, we grown. This is some stuff you do when you in your early 20s want to play this little game and you wonder why no one takes you seriously. But when you get into your 30s, you in your 40s, you in your 50s, whatever. Come on now, you too damn grown to be playing these type of games.
It's deceptive. It's dangerous. And very, very dangerous. Like, I mean, people are flipping out over stuff like this, even though, you hear stories about, women that are on Section 8, but they don't tell the men that they're on Section 8, and they got the men paying, full market value rent for them,
And they wonder how,
they're on Section 8.
And then he get burnt out and don't want to be bothered with you, don't want to be bothered with you nor his children. Walk completely away and then you say, well, what did he do? You ran this stupid game that could have been avoided. You could have been at the end of the day happy. Instead of that, you decide to be some slick because your mama done told you whatever, your girlfriend done told you whatever. Girl, get that money. Okay, so you got the money, now you're behind and sitting there by yourself.
Right, because it's like, like he's paying $750 a month and your rent only $12.
See, that's
let
him want to give you that and trust. If he cares about you and loves you, he will gladly say, baby, don't worry about anything. You hold your money. I'm gonna cover this. That's what a man will do. But you want to play these little childish games with him and not even allow him to be a man for you. So you gonna steal his money from him and lie to him and then wonder why he starts cheating on you, starts slapping you upside your dang head, especially when all the stuff comes to light.
And the thing is, it's just like when you're doing things like that, you ain't gonna win. Like you're not gonna get ahead when your intent is to be deceptive and try to oh man, I got this slick lick, man, I'm over here doing this. Then what happens when it comes out? Now what? Now you've messed up a totally good relationship. Being deceptive, opposed to telling him you got Section 8 or whatever it is, or telling him this is your home and letting him make that decision. Now, I will say this, some dudes, and you got to watch it. And so I'm both sides of the fence. But my thing is, I would never sit up here and not let them know that I'm the homeowner. Like, this is my home. But a lot of guys, if they don't got it together, they can't handle you having your own stuff and they not, and they don't have anything. So that's why you got to be mindful on who it is that you mess around with, because if y'all not equally yoked, not that she's better because she's a homeowner and he's not, but some dudes, their egos can't handle that.
And
I wouldn't be in no position where I'm sitting up here lying to you, taking your money, trying to have you pay my mortgage when I know it's my mortgage, but I'm gonna let you know what's going on, and then I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly.
So it's just like, but the lying and being deceptive and just trying to get over, that's one thing about, I'm like, there's a lot of sides to me, and I'm full of a lot of foolery. But sitting up here trying to get over on somebody, trying to take their money and trying to take advantage of their money or something, it's not, because I don't want that to come back on me. I'm like, you work too hard to get what you have, just to know that you got bad karma right there, that you owe karma. You owe karma a whole lot. So now when you get your stuff situated, now karma, she coming right there knocking on the door. Remember me, you dirty wench? Oh, but now you got yourself together. Now you wholesome, you living right. But you forgot about all that scandalous stuff that you done did out there in them streets. You gonna have to pay for that. So don't put out all that stupid ish, and then when you get it together, now you can't. Now you don't want to pay for it. Exactly. It comes back. What goes around comes around. So just be mindful of the ish that you put out there. And speaking of ish that's being put out there, well, let me see. Hold on. Pretty Barbie, she's like, I'm like, grow the F up. Michael, he's saying, so how do you think he's going to feel when it comes out? Is this a woman that I want to be with? Absolutely. Exactly. Listen, it had the shoe been on the other foot and I found out that this was his home. Like, first of all, I would be like, even if I wasn't paying the bills or anything, you didn't tell me. So it's just like, what else are you keeping from me?
Exactly. Now I don't trust you
at all. So now you've ruined a whole relationship. He could have been ready to marry you and everything. Exactly. But take care of your little ugly kids. Now he don't trust you. Now it's on, and it's your fault because you was trying. I'm finna come up. Come up. Now you done came up, and now you done lost everything. And really, he can go back and sue you or call the Section 8 people. Man, it's not. Listen, it's just not that serious. And so, speaking of, well, he's saying, since my divorce, I totally believe in the term evenly yoked. Absolutely, you have to be, because if you thinking of going this way and they thinking of going that way,
it's not gonna work.
And finances is a huge component to being married and being equally yoked. What are your beliefs on it? Money, credit, all of this stuff. That's why I'm like, at this age group, 30 plus. Why are we afraid to talk about money? Why are we afraid to talk about, credit and all this and that? But we're not afraid to talk. Now I'm going to tell y'all where the bull junkie comes in at. Now, this was a post that he said. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, see, we're afraid to talk about money. We're afraid to talk about credit. We don't want to talk about that. But we want to talk about this. Slow, raw, missionary, deep kisses, moaning into each other's ears, sweat and no pullout. Oh, okay. So we can do all that, right? But we can't talk about credit. So we ain't concerned about, listen, or we can do that all. Listen, we can go, we can talk, and we can freely send them type of messages. Yeah, I want to do that. We can talk about that. But as soon as you type FICO, you type FICO, what's your FICO? Now you done got offended. Now you done got ghosts. Now you can't talk. Now you see the little buttons, the little dots going, and then you know that they done deleted it to back up what they want to erase what they saying. But we can talk about this. See, this that bull junkie right here that's gonna keep us in trouble. Now, why is it? Now you premeditating a baby, but then she get pregnant. She know I ain't want no. Wait, how you didn't want no kids? And you telling her this hot,
slow, raw, missionary, deep. Especially if you do deep. You in that deep.
No protect.
You might as well the penis right next to
but
that.
we okay with having these conversations. We're okay in engaging into this type of activity, but we can't even sit down and have a conversation. But we can do we can juice all kinds of. We can hunch and juice. Ow, baby, but we can do all of that.
I hope you don't sound like that when you're doing it.
I don't know. I gotta see. Ow, baby. We can do all of that. Who's is it? Who's your daddy? We can do all of that. But we can't talk about, so when do you plan on retirement? What are your 401k?
You be riding it and you be like, so what's your 401k look like?
Who you invested with? What's your money with?
Fidelity
what's your credit score? Or Vanguard?
What you
TD Ameritrade? Who you with?
800.
Who you with?
Wait.
Wait, you say 500.
Let me see it.
Wait.
Oh,
baby.
You better have a condom. That condom better not came off. Oh, no. What you mean you came? What you mean you forgot the condom? Oh, no. I got a broke baby.
Now your baby come here struggling. Now that's, oh, Lord. No. But see, again, we okay with that, though. We done did the nasty all kinds of ways.
Deep.
We ain't worried about no
missionary
kind of protection.
From the back.
We ain't worried about nothing.
On the eye.
We ain't worried about it. Deep. He trying to knock her. Listen, he trying to rearrange her cervix. He trying to give her a hysterectomy.
Well, when he put it in me,
he trying to give
my
her
heart
a
moved over to the left side of my body. And my liver and stuff moved up there where my heart used to be at, because he had went up in there too deep, and now my stomach is on my shoulders.
Knocking IUDs
so
out
I'm
and
just
all
trying to get it put back in place.
Tilting pelvics. You can do all that. We okay with that.
Can you tilt my pelvic? I need my pelvic tilted.
But if we talk about tilting that credit report, peeling them pages back, now we offended. Now, how much you make or what ballpark you in? We offended by that.
I understand why that's always an issue.
But we can
when people when you get into relationships or conversations or whatever, you're trying to talk to somebody, and someone asks you, well, how much do you make? And if I say how much I make, whatever, and I say, well, how much do you make? And they, well, I don't really want to, tell. Well, just tell. Well, you just asked me. Let's have a grown person conversation. Let's talk about how much we make. Let's talk about when my cycle comes on, so we can screw when it's not there. Let's have these grown people's conversations. So because we are so afraid to have adult conversations, that's a turn on. That is a real turn on when you tell me, like, listen, this is what I'm going through. This is what's what. Woo woo. For real? done got all moist and stuff. For real, that's what you're doing. For real.
It's like it means something. It's like we have to start.
She said hunch. Jay said hunch. She loves the word hunch.
Yeah, you be back there hunching like little rabbits, little dogs, just hunching. 1, 2, you do your keystrokes, just hunching. Ow, 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 ow.
Wait, here you go. Then
he like,
here you go.
he like, what's your credit score?
200.
What's your? I mean,
It's 200.
don't touch me, and then turn around and suck their thumb. Listen, ain't nobody got time for all of that. But then when it's time to have the hard conversations, now
Why you want to ask that question?
you got Roxy, man, they ain't seen nothing but a gold digger. Always the first thing they want to talk about is coming out their mouth. Well, yeah, because I want to make sure that in the process of your slow, raw missionary moans and your deep thrust, if you leave somebody up in there, you're gonna be able to afford to take care of it. So yes, you need to know that, because again, you premeditating all that. So why can't I be a financial planner and just plan this thing accordingly? Because see, this was your idea.
I'm fixed.
I am too. So yeah, so that's how that's going. What? That's how that's going. That's how that's gonna work. I gave them mine years ago when I had my son. I told them, I said, hey, listen,
I don't need. You did that. So
I told them, listen, I ain't gonna need this as much pain as I went through having this one.
You liked it.
I don't know. I didn't. I ain't been back. I told them I don't need this. So y'all go ahead on, do what you will with it, will what you want. But we're not gonna sit up here and be juicing and hunching all kinds of ways, and then y'all don't want to talk about no credit. We just not gonna be doing that. So if you can't talk about credit and advise them and invest them, we not gonna be doing the nasty, especially unsolicited, raw, uninhibited nasty. And your mama would be ashamed if she read what you posted on here, Jay. Ooh, your grandparents would be like, ooh,
yeah, roll over in the grave.
Lord have mercy. I know they was in Sunday school. I know they know better than that talk. That's how, listen, you make your parents shame, put your parents to an open shame. But you, again, we so free to talk about, doing all of this. But now you get in your feelings. Now you don't want to talk.
Toy says, pulling the pages back, and Michael says, have no problem talking about how much I make. This is what grown people do. Then he says, Jay, baby, I hope you don't sound like that.
Ow, 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 ow. Whose is it? Ow, ow, ow. But yeah, so that's the thing. So listen, if we prepare to go all the way, hunch and all this other stuff, no protection, then we need to be able to have conversations unprotected and unfiltered, and as they said in the feed, have these good and grown folks conversations. Now listen, I don't know now, this next hot topic, if y'all want to talk to us, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. I promise y'all I'm gonna work on my seductive sound, but right now, baby, that's all I got for you.
Loud. That's like really, like, it's one thing like when you're about to climax and it's going in octaves, levels. No. That's no. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. No.
So
they gonna then when you gonna be like, how they gonna be like, the coroner gonna come, how did she die? Somehow she got smothered. I was on top of her and I don't know. She just came in and
she couldn't
the
say,
pillow,
I can't say the
they
word.
put the pillow on you and they smothered you to death because you was screaming like that. You can't do that.
First of all, if it's right there and it's under my rib cage,
then you can't scream like that.
That's all I got for you.
No,
I'm just trying to say,
no, that's not it.
That's all I got for you. If like I can't breathe, I can't like what? So I'm just supposed just to die.
No, you supposed to be like, oh.
What if it ain't giving you nothing?
But see, I hope it's not giving you that. I don't want it to give you that. Oh my goodness, no.
Michael said,
don't work on this.
He said that's a poodle sound.
A wounded poodle.
Well, we do what we can. Now listen, you all, let me know. Now, okay, this is this bull junkie. Okay, so a single lady single dude. They friends, real good friends. So he decides, you know what? Listen, I want to take you to Vegas with me. He pays her way, gets her room, everything, all expense paid trip, and he gives her money to go to Vegas with him. Should she go? Like they've never been intimate.
Yeah.
Should she go? And if she goes, should she be expecting to get to unhinge that thing? They friends.
No.
But he's wanting to take her
if
to
we're
Vegas
friends and stuff. And
should she go?
Yeah, she should go. If we just friends, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let you know what's what in the get-go. It's not gonna be no. I'm like, listen, this is it's just us friends, right? Yeah, okay, bet. Because I'm not screwing. Okay. I just want to treat you. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. Me, I'm going.
So you know what? First, for me,
you ain't gonna go.
It'll depend on like,
because you just want to screw. No, Dad, I just want to take.
But no, it's like if we're truly friends, then I would go. But like if we done did some flirting and it's some flirtation.
If there's been no flirting.
Right. If it's been no flirting and we cool and we've been friends for a long, we've been friends, then I'm gonna go. But if it's been some tricky hugging and that little
time, let them touch you.
No, I ain't gonna be able to go because nope. Because then what you gonna tell the pastor on Sunday? You done had now you done had a field goal down there in Vegas, Vegas. So
I was. What y'all see?
So what should she go?
I was up in that all
They're
weekend
good
long.
friends. They've never had sex. He wants to take her out to Vegas with him. He's like, man, I just want to go out for the weekend. I want to kick it. I want to have a good time. All expense trip paid for her. He's even giving her spending money to go down there with him. Should she, as a woman, should she go?
Like Michael said, established up front, ain't nothing happening. That's what I'm saying. Michael says the dude trying to give him something. I think she should go, but like what are we doing? Because if you trying to just screw me, no, I'm not screwing. I'll still go. And I'll probably let you think you're going to get you something. Since that's what you want to play this little game, then I'll play the game with you. I'll get all the way there and I'll be like, we need separate hotel rooms.
I'm going to establish all of that up front. Like, I don't mind. Like, if we're both single, then we can stay in the same room. I mean, double, get the double.
I wouldn't do that one.
The double beds or whatever. I would.
Now that still, even if we're both single and even if we're friends and we're both single, that's the thing. I wouldn't get the same bedroom. I would get separate rooms. That's like going on a business trip. You get separate rooms because everything is real. Nature is real. You can be single, and that makes it worse because you're single. That means you ain't been doing nothing a minute. He's single. He been rubbing himself off for a minute. Now I see my friend who has been my homie, lover friend. I mean, my girl. I look at her as my sister, but now we in this hotel room together. You didn't came out the shower. You ain't related to me, and I ain't related to you. Ain't no blood.
First of all, it's protocol, so it's different. So first of all, if you stand in the room, we doing it. First of all, we ain't going up in there.
That's right. We doing it. We're gonna do it because that time nature is gonna take its course. So why even tempt nature? If we're going to tempt nature, I barely tempt her. So we got to get a different hotel room. We cannot sit in the same hotel room together.
So if you go and stay in the same hotel room, now I'm going to say this. There's not going to be no coming out the bathroom with your body all glistening, rubbing
it's hot. Good. No one likes to get dressed in the bathroom after you took a shower.
I'm telling you, we're going to keep this crap at bay.
Only strange people like to get dressed in the bathroom after they took a shower.
Well, again, but to keep under the circumstances and to keep things down, you as being, like you just said, everything is real. So we going to both be real. We going to both get dressed in the bathroom and we're going to keep it appropriate if there was never any ill intentions in the beginning. But if all it takes is for a shower and now your love come down and you ready to start hunching, that was your intention all along.
Especially we're grown. It's especially when we're grown, everything is real. I have friends that these are my friends. These are my boys. I can go over their house, go to sleep right on their couch, whatever, and they won't bother me. I trust them. But everything is real too. I know that if I'm at their house or we're on a trip together, I'm not about to get in a hotel room with them because everything is
But
real.
see-
Because I ain't screwed in a minute. They ain't screwed in a minute. And guess what? We out of town. Who gonna find out? But it's just us.
But you know what?
No, that's
No,
tempting.
but
That's
I'm
poking
thinking
the bear.
about it like with having a cuddle buddy.
That's not,
If you
even
trust
your cuddle buddy, after a while, your cuddle buddy, you keep on y'all out of town with the cuddle buddy. I ain't never went out of town with a cuddle buddy.
but you still sleeping with him.
No. That cuddle buddy ain't never paid for all expense paid trip. Guess what? If your cuddle buddy is paying for all expense paid trip, guess what's gonna happen? And y'all cuddling in the hotel out of town. Yeah, because once you go to sleep, them other lips is gonna open up, them bottom lips, and probably the top one's gonna open up too. And you're gonna wonder why you can't talk because your mouth is lodged with a penis. See, so why even go that route? Why go that route? Separate rooms definitely, like somebody said. Who said that? Separate rooms definitely.
Michael said going to Vegas next week.
Right?
He said, Michael also said he's trying to slide over there if y'all rooms connected. Toy said set the boundaries up front before you agree. We too grown if we know we are attracted to each other. Absolutely. If there was some attraction, I wouldn't go.
It ain't gotta be no attraction. You'll be surprised how your friend looks at you now while y'all in the same little area. Get out of town. Everybody look good out of town. We wearing our best fit. We making sure our hair is cut and laid, fried, dyed, laid to the side. Makeup is on fleek. He's smelling good. You ain't even noticed that your friend had a six-pack. You thought he had a gut all this time because he wear big old sweaters. And now all of a sudden, guess what? He done opened up and it's a whole six-pack right there.
Listen, if you didn't look good at O'Hare, you doggone
that's
sure
what your
ain't gonna
mouth
look
say.
good at what's
your money where your mouth is
what's the one for Vegas? It's not LAX. Whatever that
Vegas.
the hotel. I mean the airport in Vegas. I forgot what it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever that hotel is. I mean the airport. If he ain't look good at O'Hare or Midway, he doggone sure ain't gonna look good. Doggone it when we get to Vegas. But again, that's me. But it's like, okay, again, you can only be responsible for your actions, but you also have to anticipate the actions of what's
nature.
So, and you have to decide, like, if this is really a good situation. So to me, at the end of the day, it's about a judgment call. Like, you got to make the judgment on if this is.
So you would go and stay in the same hotel room.
It's only one person that I could think of that I would go and stay in. Yes, that I would, because I feel that comfortable with him that I know that
I know who that person is.
Right. So I'm like, so I know who the person is. So I'm like,
but still, even on that aaspect,
and ain't nothing you can't get
you.
me to look cock at it. Listen, you may as well poison my drink. That's about the only way that you're gonna have
You'll be surprised what happens.
Yes, you would. But
listen, in the night hour when you in your bed and he's in his bed and you ain't been touched in a minute, and and the next thing you hear is, can I just come in the bed with you and just lay down? We can watch movies together. And then you'll be like, okay, well, this is my boy. I just look at him as my boy. Sure, we can watch movies together in the bed. And then y'all just happen to fall asleep.
If
and
we ain't never,
they've written the movies about this. Girl falls asleep on his lap, and then what does he do? He brushes her bang over and gives her a good night peck on the cheek, on the forehead, and then she opens up her eyes and looks up, and then they have that glare because it's the night and the moon is shining just on their skin, and all you see is the eyes connect. And the next thing they do what?
No, see,
they kiss and then they screw.
Something was already there. If all it takes is for it to be for the midnight hour to come down.
Nature. It's called nature. Go if you want to go. I bet if you're gonna go and stay in stay in the same hotel room. If you're gonna do that, make sure you go on your cycle. Go on your cycle.
First of all, again, for me, it takes more than the moonlight coming down for me to sit up here, especially if I call you my friend. It's going to listen.
Normal people.
To me, I'm just saying, I think it has to be some premeditation. No, I'm just saying it has to be some premeditation there. Somebody have to have been feeling some chemistry or something before for you to just, all it takes for, well, it's 12 o'clock. I guess I can pop down on it.
No, it doesn't have to be. I'm telling you. Have that ever happened with any one of your cuddle buddies? Like you cuddle with them and then y'all just watch the movie, y'all cuddling, and then you fall asleep and he gives you a kiss on the forehead or whatever, or kisses your lips and stuff?
No,
And
I
see,
felt the 21 gun salute, and once I felt
the
that,
salute
and so I'm
routine,
like, okay, we
but-
get into it's like about 2 or 3 times that the 21 gun salute. Okay, we got to stop, because now this is no longer what it was at first. Because at first it was fine, it was no 21 gun salute, but now it's changing. So it's like,
But I've had that where I'm with my cuddle buddy and we're watching a movie, and like say I fall asleep or whatever, and I feel he gives me a kiss on the forehead and he gives me a kiss on the lips, and I was like, but that's because we've done the same routine every Friday. We watch the movies, relax on the couch, and trust one another. We talk all the time to one another because I'm his girl, he my boy, we could crack up joke, we can cook together the whole nine. And then I never thought that would take place, but nature takes place.
But I guess I'm thinking about it from the same aspect of it, the same lens and the same feeling that I felt for the cuddle buddy. Like, I'm like, it wasn't sexual. So it's just like, again, but it's like, again, in the midnight hour, we're close. I mean, so this is somebody that you're closely sleeping in their arms and nothing has happened. So if you can be confident in yourself to be in a situation like that, why can't you be in a situation and go on a trip with somebody where you guys have not had that type of intimacy and it be okay? That's just the lens I was thinking about it from.
Look at it from, if you at your boy's house or you at your place and y'all just cuddling watching TV, it's just home. It's not an intimate place. It's just home.
Mm-hmm.
You're going away on a trip. Vegas can be, if depending on what hotel room you get, that's very intimate. Everybody go to Vegas, get married. I mean, come on, that's the capital. That's the wedding capital of America. So that should tell you this is intimate. And it may not be on your mind because you think I'm about to go kick with my boy, and it may not be on his mind that I'm about to go kick with my girl. It's my girl. And then he books the suite at the Bellagio.
Listen, don't go get no romantic
at Caesar's Palace just because, man, everybody turn up at Caesar's Palace. But Caesar's Palace got beautiful suites.
Yes, they do.
And now you and your bed and y'all pulling out the TV.
Now
it's a big old
be
big
messing
screen.
My hair up.
Or it's just a huge king size bed, and you like, well, this is my boy. We done cuddle together. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But
now
mind you, how you sleep,
the same bed. No,
but
I'm
how
not
you
doing
sleep.
it.
But how you sleep. You ain't gonna sleep like you sleep at home. And if you do, then because I know when I sleep, I don't wear underwear when I sleep.
Listen, see,
so now when I'm on this trip, I don't feel like I should have to put underwear on.
You should, because you sleep.
Why? And then if you don't wear regular drawers, like some people wear thongs all day long or G-strings. So what? When you get out that shower and stuff, and you get dressed or whatever, you in the bath, and you got to let the steam come out so you can even see yourself in the mirror, and it's still that little crack. Stop.
No,
it's still that little crack, and he may see that crack of you bending over with that little thong on, and you may see that little crack in him.
Why she gotta put my drawers out there?
Because you wear thongs, Jay. You wear thong. Winter, summer, spring, and fall, Jay, wear a thong.
Why she gotta put my drawers out there?
She's so cold because you have nothing on your ass. That's why you're cold, Jay. You put on full drawers like us grown people do. Your ass won't get cold. My ass don't get cold. You know why? Because I cover up all of this ass with full drawers. Okay? Okay? I wear the big girl panties because I don't like my ass cold, and I don't like my ass to touch my jeans and stuff. But Thong Queen over here, she says she cold, but because she don't got enough material on her underwear. That's why.
I'm just trying to figure out what my drawers got to do with what's going on.
And then what drawers you gonna wear on the trip? You gonna stop by the Walgreens and buy some bloomers now because you go on the trip with you. And he already know, Jay, why you got them grandma bloomers when I know you wear thongs on that? I even packed your bags for you because I know what you wear, because you always wear thongs because you don't have nothing else. So guess what? Guess what y'all doing on this trip? You're hooking. Okay, that's what you're doing on that trip. You're hooking. You're on that trip, you're hooking. First, your hair gonna look different because guess what's gonna get sweated out? That 23 piece.
First of all, I resent that. First of all, let me just say, me and my drawers, okay, they don't have nothing. First, I am not gonna be doing that.
Yes,
and he ain't gonna know.
And you gonna say, don't listen. What goes on in Vegas, that's what they say, stays in Vegas. Guess what? face down, ass up. Guess what?
Now, you know what?
That's what's gonna happen.
Let's see
in
what
Vegas.
said. Let's see what said. Cedric said. I say yes, as long as the boundaries are established. It's all good. Michael is saying separate rooms definitely if you ain't giving it up. He said. He also said he trying to cuddle all right. Pretty Barbie. She's saying Sister Cole. Woo, girl, I'm killing myself laughing. Hey, Mark. Hey, Rico. How you doing? Michael said it goes down out of town. Jay.
Thank you.
My sister Haley, she said Nina and Darius. Okay, they were together though. Like, I mean, Nina and Darius from Love Jones. You could cut that, you could cut that sexual chemistry with a butter knife. It was so strong. And wait, so Cedric, he said, I've actually done it. So I know it's possible. Boundaries. Thank you, Cedric.
Boundaries. Cedric, were you in the same room with your friend and y'all just decided and she was your cuddle buddy or whatever, and y'all just decided to go out of town? You paid for the whole trip. Y'all went out of town to Vegas and y'all didn't do nothing. If you saying that you did, use a whole lie and a half, and the truth ain't in you. Okay.
So I said, get a suite, whereas the gentleman he is will go on the couch respectfully. She sleep with the door locked if she don't want to give up no butt. I
mean, you have
Cedric is saying Bally's.
Bally's, that's a nice hotel.
Delinquent is saying she ready. Michael, he's saying it may not be sexual for you, but if any dude is hanging around you like that, even your cuddle buddy, he has thought of getting with you. He may never act on it, but he has thought about it. This is how dudes operate. I can respect that.
Get you a sweet boy. That way, get you a sweet boy. You can't even go out of town with your girl. That's okay. So this is my girl. We cool. I'm a female. She a female. We cool. And my girl just happened to be like gay, right? She's a whole big lesbian. Yeah. And we go out of town. Guess what? It's curiosity there. Everybody can say, well, no, I would never. The hell you would not.
Wait, to be curious with your girlfriend.
Straight girl talk, right? Y'all might have straight girl talk like, wait. And it's going, you be like, wait a minute. Well, you do what? And at the end of your mind, y'all may not get down that whole weekend. But in somebody's mind on that trip, they're going to wonder, I wonder how it is.
No,
it may not be in your head,
but
guess what? It's going to be in somebody's head that weekend.
Wait, y'all, so is what he said, is this true? So you saying if you and your good girlfriends go and
if somebody's are attracted to the same sex, they like coochie and you got a coochie. And y'all ain't never did nothing because you like dudes, right? You like penises, right? And she like whole coochies, right? And then y'all go to, and you like, oh, this is my friend, bloop, 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 bloop. And guess what? And you figure this is my whole girlfriend, so I can get undressed in front of her too, because this is my girlfriend. It's still a sexual appetite there, regardless that she's your friend, your girl. Y'all ain't even sisters, because y'all ain't blood sisters. So still that sexual desire is still there. So why tempt her?
So somebody
said, yep, Jay, why tempt her? So guess what? No, or listen, we going on this trip. We cool, you my girl. I love you to pieces. You ain't eating my coochie, and I ain't tasting your treats.
Oh my God.
Ain't no fingers disappearing nowhere.
I've never had this conversation with any of my girlfriends. I'm just like, we go.
Suzette said blame it on alcohol.
Yeah, well, I don't. But the good thing, I don't drink. I'm gonna be the only one up in. I'm not having nothing.
I'm just got a whole bunch of THC, CBD, cocaine, whatever you want, whatever your pleasure, whatever you want.
Hey, good evening, Mattia. How you doing? Michael, he's saying you telling all her underwear business.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes. How you doing? Cedric, he's saying LMA. Listen, Michael, he's saying y'all crazy. Pretty Barbie, she's singing that thong song. That thong, yes. And then Michael, he's saying lick, eat. Nope. I'm
telling you.
Cedric, he said, yes, we stayed in the same suite. She slept in the bed and I slept on the couch. I guess that means couch. She slept on the couch. All right, we're gonna do it.
She must have looked like a dog.
Michael said, yep, Jay. Listen, then my sister Lee, she said, blame it on the alcohol.
So Cedric, I have a question for you. So y'all didn't do anything, but in your mind, did you hope that something might take place that weekend?
Or was she unattractive? I mean, is that the reason why y'all didn't do anything? Or is because you the gentleman that I know you are, you like, okay, that's not what I brought her down here for. We came down here to kick it.
What fairy tale is you living in? What Disney Channel?
I told you I used to read. Okay, because first of all, in the Harlequin novel, that's not how it went. So
he was playing all with her cunt, right?
No, not in the Harlequin. They didn't dare use language like that. They didn't dare use such ugly language.
He made love to her,
yes,
to her and stroked her hair.
That's right. And you had
she gazed into his eyes, and he saw that he was in love with her.
Yes,
and they embraced passionately.
Yes,
and love.
Yes,
he deep stroked that.
That's not what it said in the Harlequin novel, and I'm sticking with the. Listen, you Pornhub watchers.
Jay walked in 2022.
That's my sister. She's saying that. But listen, in all seriousness, if you're going out of town with somebody, definitely use your better judgment and do what you're going to feel comfortable with and what you feel is safe. Because at the end of the day, he may be drinking and you ain't. So now he's seeing you in a whole different light. He's seeing you and you doing all of this. He thinking that now he's starting to see you as one of them chicks that was on the stripper pole because you decided to go to the strip club with him and he was passing out too. Listen, I'm taking that money out. I'm just gonna be like, if he out there passing stuff, I'm gonna be taking his money and putting his money. Listen, you got money to give away. Shoot. So I'm just gonna tell you, I'm in
for the trip.
But still, if you passing out 20s and he doing this and making him
should get on that stage and make it rain fun.
Nah, I'm gonna grab his stash before he even realizes, and I'm gonna stuff a little.
Jay, go on, get on that stage for me.
I'm not doing all that. See now, so you can make his love now. See now, you pushing him into the lustful realm. Now you like, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. We finna have to be up all night because this dude. And then you see him get up, and you walking past, and he got to do himself like this. No. If he got to do like this, and y'all walking down on the strip, no, that's
that thong.
No, it ain't my thong is. I got on a comfortable one. No, I don't got on one that got the lace on it. I told you that. That'll have me in ER. But no, but if it's like, if you can see that his body is starting to give away the telltale signs, you're like, is this son of a gun?
Your body is giving away the telltale signs too, because guess what? Your whole seat is wet.
But what if you ain't wet?
You're wet. You done had a little alcohol. Y'all done went out. Y'all done had a great time in Vegas and stuff.
Well, I can't speak for how the alcohol makes people.
Alcohol, but you probably had a little something.
I can't help. I don't know what the alcohol was
looking a little good, and it's been a minute, and y'all are so cool. I mean, who gonna find out?
We'll go with somebody that don't look good, okay?
Even the ugly ones, when you turn off the lights, I screwed a demon. I told you. When you turn off the lights, even the ugly ones look cute because everybody look good in the dark. And you know you ain't about to walk around in Vegas with no gremlin. Are you?
It's gonna. You know
this
what?
Is my friend.
I'm not opposed to walking around with the gremlin because therefore you ain't finna be touching on me. Now I will say this: I cannot walk around with somebody that breathes like this.
If the gremlin breathes like that,
then I'm not going to Vegas with you. I'm not going nowhere. We're not even friends because guess what? Every time I talk to you, I'm gonna be talking about you, and if you're sensitive, then we're gonna have a clash in personality. So I don't have friends that breathe. Because I can't. It's just certain things that I'm just not.
Give you some head, Jay?
What? So you can leave vibrations in my hoo-ha. So now my hoo-ha is not gonna work right because whatever is going on in your mouth or causing you to breathe that way, you done left that contamination up in my hoo-ha. No, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. Me and my hoo-ha is good. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm sorry. There's nothing attractive about a mutant, and then there's nothing. Like, I don't drink, so I have no excuse. I don't have any mind-altering substances that could possibly put my mind somewhere else. Listen, my mind already plays tricks on me on a regular basis. I don't need no extra. Listen, the sweet Lord above knows I don't need no extra help on getting from zero to crazy. He know I don't. So that would be a no for me. But as for whoever decides to let him get down there and destroy your treasure chest, knock
Sometimes
yourself
you
out.
want your treasure chest destroyed.
Yes, but it has to be somebody that you want to destroy it. It cannot be a mutant that now you got some type of gremlin that
That's just
or
like,
Gizmo. You know how Gizmo, he just got up and just said, no. Or the Tasmanian devil. First of all, this is treasure, okay?
I want your chest.
Wait, you cannot go down there just trying to jimmy the lock in it. What is wrong with you?
Let me get up in there. I'm gonna pick the key. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Wait, no, you're not. You don't have the access code.
Access code denied.
Listen, when you got the access code, it opens freely. There's no problems. But when you
the access code was, I'm covering this trip to Vegas.
That's not the access code.
And I covered your meals and
that's
everything.
Not the access code, because all I'm drinking is coffee, and I'm bringing my own coffee cream because we not finna go scouting all around trying to find my favorite coffee cream, because that's the first thing I gotta do is get some coffee when we get off the plane, because I already know I've been a nervous wreck throughout the whole ride. I'm gonna need some caffeine. So I already know. Listen, I already know how it is. Freeze it, put it in your suitcase. By the time you get over there, be good to go. How I know? Because I do it all the time. So that's what you got to do. But again, when you know you're crazy, won't he do it? He will make a way out of no way for you. But again, these little trips, you got to make sure, because if he's a horny toad, then and he been side eyeing you, don't go. Don't go on a Vegas trip. Do not do it whatsoever. My sister, she said she definitely bringing the coffee cream. And absolutely, wherever I go, she know.
Coffee cream and 1 drop of coffee.
Yes, Lord, won't he do it? So listen, for those that know, the coffee, it is real.
1 drop of coffee.
And I'm gonna be sitting up, and then my nerves gonna be bad. So I'm gonna be sitting up. Now my anxiety and I kicked in. And so now you trying to get your love on. So now it's 2:00 in the morning and he feeling romantic. Sir, do you know I'm about a blink away from needing somebody to come in here and wrap me with a straitjacket?
I'm trying to wrap you with that.
Yeah, he's gonna mess around and you're gonna become a victim of your own circumstances. I'm just like, listen, bro, this ain't what you want. I'm just trying to tell you, this is not what you want. So yes, listen, every good thing ain't a good thing. So beware, as I say, too many blessings. Just beware. And sometimes you just gotta say no and turn the trip down if you think that it's gonna be some funny bull junkie going on. But definitely, if you felt that there was ever a spark, or if he's acting like, or you think that there was a spark on his behalf, I wouldn't go. But if I never felt like there was anything, or I never saw anything, or I never felt,
you may not, but that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Even if I've seen it with him, if I've seen it,
but
I'm not
sometimes
going.
You don't even think we're getting we have these friends that we've already put you in the friend zone or whatever, guys and girls. So we're not even thinking about nature. Like nature out trumps all of that friend zone stuff. Nature is just,
see, I don't want to be around nobody like that. Like if you a dude that is in the friend zone like that, and I keep you around, like we're hanging out like that, then there's some attraction. Like I'm going with you because I know that there's some type of attraction. But if we were somebody that we were talking, and like now you in the friend zone, it's hard to really become, everybody is not your friend. And I use the word friend very, very tightly. So that's not for everybody. That's not for, all these dudes that I'm cool with. No, we're just cool. I always say like this. If I wouldn't trust them with my purse, I won't travel with them.
So I'm saying, you trust this person with your purse, and they pay for the whole trip. They even got limo service to come get you and stuff, and y'all at the airport, y'all first class, whatever, and you get to Bally's, Caesar's Palace and stuff, and you're in your hotel room, and y'all are sharing the hotel room together, and there's a double bed or whatever.
I would have to look and see, with all of this, all the stuff that he's doing that you just described, is this the way this man lives on an everyday basis?
And this is how he
lives.
Or
okay, well, there is nothing to him to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying.
But for the dude that, if he's trying to impress me and he's doing this, I'm not going because you have an agenda. But if this dude, this is just the way he roll like this on an everyday basis, then what he's special. This is just the way he roll.
So you wouldn't think anything about
if that's the way he roll? No, I would not. But no, I would not, because that's the way he rolls. So if he say, "Come out of here, my private jet is over here," I'm going because that's how I know how you riding like that.
So a certain particular person,
that's how he ride.
Mushmouth.
I wouldn't think that it's nothing. I wouldn't think
that Mushmouth would try to do anything.
No, oh yeah, absolutely, yes.
Because that's how Mushmouth roll,
right? But that's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't think that it's anything out of the ordinary. The stuff that you're describing as far as how he getting there and there. But no, I would not. No, I would not go. No. Nope.
Why not?
Because
nature.
I don't trust him.
Do you not trust him, or do you not trust yourself?
trust me. I don't trust him.
I trust you.
I trust me. Yes, I do. I trust me.
Trust you.
I totally trust.
What happened?
Nothing.
Not
nothing. From my mouth to God's ears.
Window right there. And it was cloudy on the way here.
Whatever. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we are getting into more hot topics. And then tonight, we're talking about polygamy, monogamy. Ooh, the bull junkie is real. Well, you're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Yeah. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nails done. When you put that clone on, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done. When you put that clone on, girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nails done. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good, 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 good? It's something about you. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good? When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting the wrong woman on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done. When you put the clothes on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay,
Ooh.
and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how's it going?
It's wonderful.
Yes. You all, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. And you guys, while you're at it, go ahead on over to YouTube and subscribe and like our channel, the J Spot Radio. Guys, we have some great things coming up soon that will only be on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel today because you don't want to miss it. Today, we are being brought to you by 2 Level Up LLC. They are our sponsors. 2-bedroom luxurious condo right next door to the United Center right here in Chicago. Guys, do me a favor, go to their page. We have the link in our comments. Like it, share, book it, refer to somebody. Use reference code J. That's Jaye. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring line out, very nice t-shirts. Feels good against your soul and your spirit and your body. Guys, listen, I can't wait for the weather to break. You know, even though I stay cold in the summertime too. But we're gonna have a little shirts cut up and we're gonna have it tied up and twisted all up, and you know, we're gonna do what we do this summer, especially since the world is open back up. We're gonna make it happen. But use reference code J, and that's Jaye. Now, guys, listen, ever so often there's an interesting celebrity situation that goes on, and I feel that it is our duty to discuss it. Now, let me just say this. This dude was already for the streets, okay? We proudly returned Tristan Thompson back to the streets on where he came from. Because, see, now he's with the doggone Kardashian girl, whatever, the Kardashian girl. See, he done left his baby mama, his girl, they high school sweetheart, they got kids together. Matter of fact, I think they was married. He done left her for the Kardashian chick now. So the Kardashian chick, she done won. Yay. Honey, when they for the streets, they for the streets. So just how you got them from the streets, listen, somebody else gonna get them from the streets. So now he done got him another side. So listen, you done went from having a wife to a side chick. Now you done made the side chick, she fixing to be your wife. Now he done got another side chick. Yeah, he got another side chick. Oh, so now she pregnant. Oh, whoop-de-doo. So now he tells her he doesn't want her to keep the baby. He wants her to he wanted her to get rid of it. So he's sending her messages like, why would you want to keep a baby by a man that don't want the baby and that by a man that's going to marry somebody else?
Because you got money.
Don't you want to marry don't you want to be with somebody that wants to build something with you? So all the threads of the messages, he's like, because if you keep it, I'm not going to be in their life and all this. And so,
but your check will.
So he's sending all, exactly. So he sent all those messages, and all those messages that he sent, she done took it to the lawyer. So now, needless to say, she's going to get $1 million for child support, plus $47,000 per month for additional living expenses. Plus, he got to pay her lawyer fees and all of this other stuff. So they want to know, is she wrong for keeping the baby from a man that don't want? First of all, the only person I feel sorry for is the baby, because your daddy for the streets and your mama for the streets, and his wife is for the streets. And I just feel sorry for the original chick that loved him, that didn't realize he was for the streets, because they had been together since they was in high school.
See, she should have put up
but
a
see,
condom.
But see, the Kardashian, and she got kids bound too.
Oh, well, gosh.
So he's just making kids. I don't know if the Kardashian chick, she got kids bound, but she thought she had her prize because she willingly she willingly pursued this dude. Now you got him. Now how you sitting up here? So how are you mad because what you did to another woman, somebody else done came and did to you? So you can't possibly be upset with him. You can't possibly be mad. He for the streets.
That street penis be
that community penis. And
that's some good penis. That's the problem.
No, I'm sorry.
That's why she got stuck like that.
I'm sorry. I just listen. If you giving it to everybody, I'm sorry. I don't want it.
That's like that street penis is like the equivalent to like government cheese or government peanut butter.
And
government
that's
peanut
the
butter makes
worst.
the best. It makes the best peanut butter cookies. And government cheese makes the best grilled cheese sandwiches.
If it's that government cheese,
on that square government cheese they give you in the box, and you have to that makes the best grilled cheese sandwich.
But you know? But that they don't even make it like that anymore now.
Still,
back in the day, it took you 12 hours just to cut a slice of cheese,
but it would make
and another 12 hours to make the sandwich. So of course,
and then the cookies, the best peanut butter cookies, they would give you this big giant can of peanut butter.
Yeah, if you threw it, you and mess around and bust somebody.
My aunt, because I would get it, and my aunt we would take it over from my aunt's house, and she would make us peanut butter cookies, and they were so delicious. They makes the best cookies. So that's how government, street penis is the equivalent to government cheese and government peanut butter.
So it could kill you.
It's delicious. you want more of it because it's it's no good. This stuff is no good. You know it, but it's so good. It's no good, and it's so good. And you can't help yourself because it makes you stupid and drives you crazy.
Oh, can I just pass? Look, I got enough problems. I don't need nothing else driving me
crazy.
No
listen.
So I, for one, I don't feel bad for him because listen, you put yourself out, sir. You did this to yourself, and plus, I'm like, it's dirty, like it's contaminated. You sticking it everywhere, and you're not even using protection. Like, get your dirty tallywhacker out of here. I mean, go. Then you bringing that nasty thing back over here to me, and you done been everywhere. I can't stand. Oh, that's why I can't stand all this lying and cheating. Like, listen, if this not where you want to be, like, let me know. Like, leave me alone. Don't be sitting up here putting my health and my life at risk because you out here, you still running around, and then you running around without any protection. Just like miss me with all of that, which is going to lead to our topic for tonight. So tonight we're talking about polygamy, monogamy. Now listen, let's just talk about first what polygamy is and then what monogamy is. So polygamy is the practice of marrying multiple spouses at a time. Now, monogamy is the practice of being married to or having a sexual relationship with only one partner. So, you all, is it fair to say monogamy is outdated? Like, is monogamy outdated? Are we ready to just be done with monogamy? Are we in 2022? Are we at the point where we're like, okay, you know what? We got social media. We got all this access. We got the dating sites and the dating rooms and what is that? Fans only pages. And we got the porn hubs, and we got all of the different reality shows, and just cheating, and just multiple people are right there at our fingertips. It's so much more convenient than it's ever been. Is it fair to say, you know what? Let's just, like, people gonna cheat anyway. So it's like, why not? Let's just be done with monogamy, because obviously people's appetites have increased, for multiple people because it's so much access out there. You guys, what do you think about that? Is monogamy outdated? What do you think, E?
I don't, you know what? Sometimes I want to say yes, and because I see so many more couples that are popping up that are poly, and I'm just like, and they're young and they're fine with it. You have, I know older couples that the wife, I mean, there's a wife and she has two husbands. I'd be like, damn, they both fine. They both got jobs and stuff too. And then I know the younger couples where the guy has two wives and stuff. And this is a common thing, and it's common in the Black community, it's common in the white community. I mean, it's just all over. So I don't know. I think that monogamy is slowly kind of going away.
So could you really be in a relationship or be okay with being in a relationship where there is no exclusivity? Like we can just, I mean, would you be open to a poly type of relationship?
If it's a poly relationship, then it has to be me, this person, and if I decide to say, okay, yeah, bet, it's not gonna be me, him, and the world. Like, no, that's just not poly. That's just foolish. But it has to be some type of communication where, okay, this is what we are doing. This is us three, whatever. I got two husbands. He got a brother-in-law, and and me, and one wife, and and a husband-in-law. That's what he got. Something like that. We ain't doing it together because I don't want to do it. With both of my husbands, because they might look at one another, then I'd be mad, and then I come home and then they both doing one another, and then we can't do that. We have to set some rules there. But and then like with the females, I don't know, the female routine, they both be getting with one another and him, and so I'm like, no, I don't want to share it with if I have to share with a couple of females and it's one piece of meat and it's like 4 or 5 of us, then I just don't want to do it. I'll watch the children. I'll watch the children. I'll be like, okay, I'll homeschool everybody's little child or whatever. But I don't want to do it because I'm like, baby, you don't need me. You got all of them. You could just take care of me. I cook.
Hey, making waves with Darcy. How you doing?
Hey,
she
Darcy.
said, hello, Queen J Spot. Delinquent is saying, leave it to Black folks. We'll start a trend in a heartbeat. Darcy is saying, happy Thursday. She said, monogamy. Hold up. Wait a minute. Both husbands. Listen. She said, Darcy is also saying, sharing is not allowed. Here's the thing about monogamy and polygamy. First of all, some of these dudes want 2 women or they want 2 wives, but you can't take care of the one that you got.
But what if they can?
Okay, that's the elders. Wait a minute. The elders are not going to give you another wife, and you're not doing right by the one that you have. And see, the thing is, when we talk about polygamy, people instantly go to the sexual part of it. They are totally not even paying attention to what the true intent and what the true purpose for polygamy is. Now, here's the deal. Let me just say this. Although I totally get this, understand this. Come here, let me tell y'all. Come on, a little bit. I understand the concept of polygamy. I can accept and respect the concept of polygamy for y'all, but I can't for me. I don't share. I don't play well with others. I don't do number 2. I don't. So none of that. I'm not.
After Shane is finished with Tina.
It's gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no for me because
time is at 12 o'clock.
I won't even be there. I'm gonna have to dismiss. All you gotta do
is wear them thongs that he like. No, he's gonna be finished with Tina by 11. No, now he gonna wash up and then come see you in your room.
So I'm supposed to just be sitting there waiting. Yeah. That is just it's too much like cheating. But for those that totally believe in that concept, again, it's about building families. It's not about you getting your sexual jollies off and things of that nature. That's not what the point of polygamy is. Because see, here's the thing. Some of y'all hollering, split this bill, split that bill, split this, split that.
No, but if I'm in a polygamy, I'm in a polygamy.
You got to be able to take care of the whole shebang. So you got not one woman's had to get done. You got 2 women's had to get done. So if you can't deal with the one woman you got, why on earth are you trying to get another one? You can't afford the one you got.
But what if they can?
Listen, the one that you got She got you popping Tylenol 3s every 2 hours because she getting on your last good nerve. So yes, you can afford her, but listen, you almost on the stroke list, okay? Because she getting on your last good nerve. So you want to go and add another one?
Yeah.
You want to get you another one that talks more than the one you
got.
get
one that's different from the one that he got. Usually, even in those type of situations or relationships or marriages, everybody's different. You know, the second husband is different than the first husband that she has. The first wife is different from the second wife that she has. It's something that the first wife may not be able to provide or whatever to the husband. So the second wife is there to do those things.
But what if they gang up on him? Now you got two.
Well, then that's on him.
So now you got two that's getting on your last good nerve. So all I'm saying is,
get a third one.
Please think. Now they're gonna bury you. Now he's just not coming back home.
The dude that what's the white guy?
He's not coming back home.
It's a couple of them up in Montana somewhere, and he got like 4 or 5 of them, and he done built a house for each one of them, and they all have the same block because he done built these houses and stuff for them and his children, and they all school the children together and everything else. And everybody got a day.
So if y'all two people, so if it's two of y'all and y'all sharing the dude, sugar, you're not in a polyamorous relationship. You just in a threesome, okay? You are having a threesome. You are in a love triangle, and y'all are okay with, and listen, I'm not knocking it. If it rocks and knocks your boat, then knock yourself out. But when you think of polygamy, it's a concept for building. It's not a concept it's a concept for building and strengthening the community, not you sitting up here, baby. Oh, it's your time. Oh. That's not what it's for.
But even those that I've seen where they're building things. And I like that. Like I watched one family. It was one husband. I think he had 4 or 5 wives. And they had the children and stuff, and the wives were in the kitchen. They were cooking and everything. And one wife was up there, teaching the little children and stuff. And I was like, that is so cool. I liked how the whole family structure was because they all knew that, we're a family, this is their brothers and sisters, the children were, whatever. The mothers were not jealous of one another. The wives weren't jealous of one another. They knew that, this is, wife number whatever, and this is her name, this is my sister. And I was like, I like that.
And a lot of time, and here's the thing, like when they're in polygamous relationships, just like you just said, this is a conversation and an agreement amongst all parties involved. Mm-hmm. He not sneaking around doing something underhanded. She not sneaking around. They've all come to the table and agreed this is how they're going to build their families. Mm-hmm. This is not how they're going to, run their lives. It wasn't based on, oh, man, I done got with both of them. No. You have listen, you trying to turn your porn fantasies into building something, and that's not what it's based upon.
Darcy said she don't need 2 men in her life, Jane. One is enough.
So here's the deal. Like, are most men, fellas, be honest, are most men content and happy being in monogamous relationships, or are y'all just tired of it? Are y'all like, you know what? Listen, men gonna cheat anyway. Why are y'all trying to make us do something that's against our nature? Men are not meant to be monogamous. Is that what you guys, is that a true statement? Men are not meant to be monogamous, and men are not happy being in monogamous relationships. Now, I know some of them ain't gonna say nothing because they like, listen, you a lie, Jay. If you think I'm gonna let you tell my home, I know old girl over here, she on that fictitious account just waiting to see what I'm gonna say. So I know you a lie. If you think, just inbox us at the J Spot and let us know. We'll, I know I got you. I'm gonna keep y'all secret. But according to an online source, it says 60% of men will cheat in their marriage.
Cedric said false. No.
Thank you, Cedric. So with a stat like that, 60% are gonna cheat. Is it even worth getting married? Like, is it even worth putting yourself through that when there's a good chance that your marriage is gonna fall in that 60%? Or do you hold and have faith that I'm enough woman for him and he ain't gonna cheat. Is that even the issue? Like, is being man or woman enough even an issue when people are cheating? Like, or is it something?
You don't think about that when you cheat. I mean, I don't think about, well, he's enough man for me. I'm not going to cheat on him. No, I'm cheating because it's something that I'm not getting at home. It's something that you're not giving me. Either you're ignoring me, whatever the case may be. You're not there. This person is. Guess what? I done fell on the dingling. It just is what it is.
And see, and here's the thing. So it's like with that, and that's a great example, E, because when you thinking about that, like cheating, that's one mindset, but then having a polyamorous lifestyle, again, that's a whole different concept. Like they're thinking of building with each other. Like it's not like I'm just looking to get a piece on the side. Like, no, I'm looking to bring what you got over here, and I'm looking for us to combine and come together and build this, as a unit, opposed to cheating is just.
Could you do a polyamorous?
No, I cannot. No.
But you are one that just enjoys, building and bringing.
Yeah, I'm gonna build with me and him. It's I
him.
Just do so we do solo.
Her, and her.
Nope. God knows I'm not knocking it for those that believe in that, because again, I understand and I respect the concept. It's just not for me, but I can respect somebody that said, you know what, I have a polyamorous marriage, I'm in a polyamorous relationship. I can respect that. But when I hear people saying, this my girl right here, this my girl, we in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, they really the threesome.
I'm like, you're just a threesome. You're not a polyamorous. And that's the thing where people gotta stop putting that false notion out there.
No, I've seen that though. Even those, they may put out their sexual stuff on social media, but they actually work all together.
Right. But again, like, and if they're building a true polyamorous relationship, then that's one thing. Like, that's one thing. You're living the polyamorous lifestyle. You're building upon those polyamorous, the foundation of polygamy. You're building upon that, that foundation. Mm-hmm. But if you just a dude with two chicks and y'all know about each other and y'all just breaking each other off and there's no secrets, sugar, you're in a menage a trois. You're not in a polygamous relationship because it's just sexual. It's just that he ain't got to cheat no more. She ain't got to cheat. He's in a menage a trois. You just sticking it, and so you steal for them streets. So you ain't building nothing. You just getting your jolly rocks off. But
Unsung said, "Hey sis, speak the real."
Hey, Unsung. So it's just like, just because, or vice versa, a lady with two dudes now. Oh, they know about each other. They okay. Are you building? Because they're putting out all of these false notions, making it seem like it's just all good. We finna be like it is on Pornhub. No, that's just porn.
I think those that don't really understand the polyamorous lifestyle, they look at the sexual aspect of it, and if those that choose to, if all three of you all are married or y'all are in this relationship and you all choose to just go ahead and have y'all a good threesome that night, then that's what you all choose to do. You all are entitled to, because you all are together with one another, but I think they're looking at it in the wrong light.
Exactly.
It's not about the sex, because after, okay, you didn't bust your little nut or whatever, after that's all over it. Now we still got to do business. Right. We still got to cover these bills in this household. We still got to take care of these children, whatever. We got to make sure that each one of us are okay emotionally and mentally about this whole situation, whatever. So the sex is just a small factor of the situation. It has to be taking care of the whole.
And that's why I wanted to put that out there, because you got a lot of people using, in relationships that are threesomes, but they slapping a polygamous relationship on there, and it's really not. Like, okay, oh, well, he got to split the bill. Listen, the number one rule is he got to be able to take care of everybody that's in that circle. So if you can't take care of all of them, sir, what are you doing? You just screwing multiple women. You're not even doing what you're supposed to do. So stop saying you're in a polygamous relationship You just got two chicks that agree to be sleeping with you at the same time, and it's okay. It's okay. So you putting a bad light on real people in real polygamous relationships, those threesomes, those type of situations, those are, you're dimming what real true polygamy is all about. Again, it's not for me, but I want people to get a good understanding on why it's not for me. But I think that there are some benefits to polygamy. There are some benefits to monogamy. So here's the thing. Here are a few pros to being in a monogamous relationship. And this is why I like just monogamy. Better emotional fulfillment. You get great sex, great financial security, lower risk of ailments. So you got a lower chance on getting sick. Listen, instead of multiple people getting on your nerves, you only got one person.
But that one person
that's getting on your last good nerve.
That must be written from a monogamous person.
Yeah. Now, here are some cons to monogamy. There's no sexual variety. You can get stuck being bored with the same person. There is no, but see, I don't even want to say that there is no adventure and there's no sexual variety, because if you don't have any sexual variety in a monogamous relationship, that's because y'all not thinking outside the box. You just laying down. And I just waited. And I waited and let until Mr. was done doing his business. Then of course you're gonna have a boring sex life because you wait for Mr. to be done doing his business. So of course it's going to be boring. It's gonna suck. Okay. He wants you to suck, not the sex suck, if y'all get what I'm saying. But the pros to polygamy, here are a few pros and cons to polygamy. Polygamy allows a man to satisfy his sexual urges. It also allows him to build a huge family legacy where he is in charge of and leading more than one bloodline and one family structure. So he's in charge of leading and putting together, I like to refer to it as an organization, because really it is. He's the CEO and he got president, vice president. You got all of that.
I can't have no baby, so ain't gonna be no bloodline for all this.
But see, and then also, I guess they said it prevents him from cheating. But, listen, if you got time to be cheating after two, but listen, this dude over Tristan here, the girl over here, he still was cheating. So it don't matter if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat.
Daryl says you can't make a hoe into a housewife.
You sure can, and you can't listen.
The knowledge says, I don't think polygamy can work, but the people have to be mature enough to live that lifestyle.
And they have to have that conversation again. You can't just try to turn a threesome into a polygamous relationship. Two different aspects, two different thoughts, two different missions, two different ammo. So here's the deal. You are entitled to want whatever you want. So whatever works for you and your family, rock yourself out, knock yourself out. But don't put your personal bedroom preference and then try to sweeten it up and make it seem like you doing something for the culture, because you're not. Y'all not. Like, if you having a threesome, just have a threesome. It is what it is. We don't care. But when you're talking about polygamy, then that's something different, because that is really affecting our communities, because now that means that women that did not ordinarily have a chance to have a husband, now she gonna get a husband because he can get more than one wife and he can take care of more than one family. Opposed to this dude for the threesome, he's just trying to smack it, flip it, rub it down, and and put you on fans only. So again, you have to decide what's for you. Are you rocking with polygamy? Is monogamy outdated? Or are you gonna be like me and you know what? You're going to stand strong and tall like these chicks that have them doggone silicone butt injections, be hoping that silicone don't drop. That's how we holding on to these monogamous relationships. I'm right there with you, y'all. I'm holding on. I'm keeping hope alive. Keeping hope alive. Please, you all, please. Monogamy. Listen, look, and if you want to be poly, I'm okay with that, but just go find you people that want to be poly.
I need two husbands.
And here's the thing. People that's poly, they don't keep it a secret.
We
They
need
not
two
playing
husbands.
games like they're gonna. That's one of the things that they're saying up front. Give people the choice. Again, don't go trying to get your little freaky threesome rocks off and then, I'm Polly. No, sugar. You're menage a trois. You're menage a trois. So again, are we choosing polygamy, or are we going to hold on to our monogamy and just hope and pray things turn around? Guys, listen, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Until next time, you guys, good night. Peace out.
Good night.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.